Let's talk about something many men over 50 experience, but almost nobody talks about. You're in bed with your partner. You feel the desire. You feel the excitement, but your body doesn't respond the way it used to. Maybe the erection isn't as strong. Maybe it fades halfway through. Maybe it takes longer to get started or doesn't happen at all. And that moment, that quiet moment of frustration, hits harder than most men admit. Because it's not just physical. It affects confidence. It affects relationships. It affects how a man sees himself. And here's the reality. For many men over 50, erection problems are not about attraction, masculinity, or desire. They are about blood flow. And the good news? Blood flow is something you can improve. In this video, you'll learn 3 simple exercises that improve circulation and help support stronger erections naturally. These are not complicated gym workouts. They are simple movements that directly improve circulation, vascular health, and pelvic strength, the 3 things erections depend on. And the third exercise might surprise you, because it directly strengthens the muscle responsible for maintaining an erection. Let's start with the real problem. The real reason erections change for men after 50. Most men assume erection problems are just part of aging, but that's not exactly true. The biggest factor is circulation. An erection is not a muscle movement. It's a vascular event. When a man becomes aroused, blood vessels in the penis open, allowing blood to rapidly fill spongy chambers called the corpora cavernosa. When enough blood enters and stays trapped there, the penis becomes firm. But when circulation is poor, blood enters slower. Less blood fills the chambers, and it escapes more easily. That's when erections become weaker, slower, harder to maintain. And unfortunately, after age 50, several things begin working against circulation. Many men become more sedentary. Arteries become slightly stiffer. Blood pressure rises. Testosterone slowly declines. Even weight gain and long hours sitting can reduce blood flow to the pelvic region. And this isn't speculation. Research published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that regular aerobic exercise significantly improves erectile function, particularly in men with existing erectile problems. In fact, men who followed structured exercise programs showed measurable improvements on the International Index of Erectile Function, the same scale doctors use to evaluate erectile dysfunction. In simple terms, when circulation improves, erections improve. And that's where these 3 exercises come in. Exercise 1. The daily blood flow walk. This first exercise may sound almost too simple, but it's one of the most powerful things a man over 50 can do for sexual health. Brisk walking. Here's why it works. Erections depend heavily on the health of your arteries and blood vessels, and walking improves exactly that. When you walk briskly for 20 to 30 minutes, heart rate increases. Blood vessels dilate. Circulation improves throughout the body, including the pelvic region. Over time, walking improves something called endothelial function. This is the ability of blood vessels to relax and expand when blood flow increases. That ability is essential for erections. When arteries become stiff or narrowed, blood simply can't rush in fast enough. Walking helps reverse that process. It also reduces several hidden causes of erectile dysfunction: belly fat, high blood pressure, insulin resistance, inflammation, all of which restrict blood flow. Studies consistently show that men who are physically active experience significantly better erectile function than sedentary men. Here's how to do it. This isn't a slow stroll. You want a purposeful walk. Walk 25 to 30 minutes. Pace should be brisk enough to slightly raise breathing. Do it at 3 or 4 days per week. And here's an extra trick. Swing your arms and maintain good posture. This helps increase circulation through the torso and pelvis. Within a few weeks, many men notice warmer hands and feet, better stamina, improved morning erections. Those are signs circulation is improving, but walking alone isn't enough, because erections also depend on something else: muscle activity in the pelvis. That brings us to exercise number 2. Exercise 2. Chair-supported calf raises. At first glance, this exercise may seem unrelated to sexual health, but it plays a surprisingly powerful role in circulation. Your calves are often called the second heart. Why? Because every time they contract, they pump blood back up the body toward the heart. Without that pump, blood tends to pool in the legs, especially as we age. Poor leg circulation often means poorer circulation everywhere else, including the pelvic arteries that supply the penis. This is particularly important for men who sit for long hours, drive frequently, work at desks, spend evenings watching television. All of that sitting reduces blood movement. Over time, it can contribute to circulation problems. Calf raises reactivate that pump. Every repetition forces blood upward through the venous system and improves overall circulation. Better circulation throughout the body means better blood delivery during arousal. Here's how to do it. Stand behind a chair or countertop. Hold it lightly for balance. Then, raise both of your heels slowly so you are standing on your toes. Pause for 2 seconds. Lower your heels back down slowly. Repeat this 15 to 20 times. Do 3 sets per day. You can even do this exercise while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. And here's an interesting side benefit. Improving lower body circulation also helps reduce cold feet, leg fatigue, swelling in ankles, all signs of poor circulation. But now we come to the most targeted exercise for erection strength, and most men have never even heard of it. Quick pause. Before we continue, as we are talking about men's health and well-being, here's something worth knowing. If you've been feeling frustrated or even embarrassed about changes in bedroom performance, sensitivity, stamina, or desire, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. There's a 100% natural solution that's already helped thousands of men feel confident and energized again. No pills, no injections, no procedures, no surgery, no risky shortcuts. Just a simple, easy home remedy you can make at home, designed to support what researchers are now calling the manhood molecule, a key factor for arousal, blood flow, and lasting power. Find out more. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Check it out. It could be the very thing you've been looking for. Okay. Exercise 3. The pelvic floor power exercise. This exercise targets the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles sit at the base of the pelvis and support the bladder, bowel, and reproductive organs. But they also play a crucial role in erections. One muscle in particular, the bulbocavernosus muscle, helps trap blood inside the penis during an erection. When this muscle contracts, it compresses the veins that would normally allow blood to escape. That's how erections stay firm. But like any muscle, if it weakens, erections become harder to maintain. This is extremely common after age 50. Fortunately, this muscle can be trained through pelvic floor exercises, often called Kegels. Urology specialists note that strengthening the pelvic floor can improve erectile rigidity and help men maintain erections longer by helping trap blood inside the penis. Here's how to find the pelvic floor muscle. The easiest way to identify the pelvic floor muscle is this. Imagine trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. The muscle you squeeze is the pelvic floor. Once you know the feeling, you can train it anytime. This is how to perform the exercise. Sit or lie comfortably. Tighten the pelvic floor muscle. Hold for 5 seconds. Relax for 5 seconds. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Do this 3 times per day. Over time, you can increase the hold to 8 to 10 seconds. No one can see you doing this exercise. You can do it sitting in a chair, watching TV, driving, working at a desk. Within weeks, many men notice stronger erections, improved control, increased sexual confidence. But here's something important. These exercises work best when combined because they target 3 different mechanisms. Let's recap them. Quick recap, the 3 exercises. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this simple routine. Exercise 1, brisk walking, 25 to 30 minutes, 3 days per week, improves cardiovascular health and arterial flexibility. Exercise 2, chair-supported calf raises, 15 to 20 reps, 3 sets daily, activates the second heart of the body and improves circulation. Exercise 3, pelvic floor exercises 10 to 15 contractions, 3 times per day, strengthens the muscle responsible for maintaining erections. Together, these exercises improve circulation, vascular health, pelvic muscle strength, These are the three foundations of erection quality. And the best part? They require no gym membership, no equipment, no complicated routines, just consistency. Here's my final thoughts. Many men believe sexual decline after 50 is inevitable, but in many cases, it's simply a sign that the body needs better circulation and movement. The penis is one of the most sensitive indicators of vascular health. If blood flow improves, function often improves too. Start small. A walk tomorrow, a few calf raises, a few pelvic contractions while watching TV. Within a few weeks, your body will start responding. And that confidence, that feeling of vitality, is something every man deserves to keep well into his later years. Now, watch this video for more revealing content on men's health and well-being.